Kedu ife bụ Akwalị Ọmụmụ, Ọda Ọmụmụ, Eku Ọmụmụ maọbụ Ụdara Ọmụmụ? What is Akwalị Ọmụmụ, Ọda, Eku or Ụdara Ọmụmụ as it is rightly called in your dialect? Long before the arrival of the Portuguese, of course, the first set of Europeans to hit the shores of Lagos and Benin in the 15th century, followed by the British in the 16th centuries, our ancestors were not actually living in a total darkness as it was wrongly written. In fact, they had a deep spiritual connection or relationship with the cosmos. They were able to understand the position of the air, the water, the fire, and Mother Earth. Of course, the four elements or primordial forces of nature. And this actually helped them to maximize nature for balance, survival. They were able to heal, govern themselves, and do so many other things. I am Maazi Chinwatakweaku, onye nkuzi ọdịnala nakwa asụsụ Igbo. Today, I welcome you to yet another educative and interactive section on Nkwalite Igbo, where we are going to journey through the sacred dreams of Igbo tradition. And today we will be looking at the meaning, origin, and the significance of Akwali Omumu in the Igbo cosmology. Welcome, stay with us. Kedu ife bụ Akwali Ọmụmụ? Akwali Ọmụmụ, in its simplest definition, means the goddess of fertility and productivity. In the Igbo cosmology, like we always say, the deities are grouped into two majorly. The first one, the ones that are laden with the duties of justice and maintaining balance in the land. And that is where we talk about Kamalo, Amadioha, Ekwensu, and so on and so forth. And then we have the second group, which is laden with the duties of what? Protection, protecting the land. And this is where we have Akwali Omumu. Akwali Omumu, like we said, goddess of fertility and productivity. It is not just in Igbo cosmology. It exists also in Greek cosmology and some other places. The Greek cosmology, where we have Zeus, reigning supreme, god of thunder. We have Hades, rules on from the underworld. Poseidon was in charge of the water bodies. We have Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, and so on and so forth. So in Igbo cosmology, Akwali Omumu is not different. It has its own duty, fertility, and productivity. Now, that is the meaning. Long ago, in the Igbo tradition, before civilization took over, our people were not actually inclined in the areas of modern medicine. So there are things that are limited to our knowledge, to our understanding. Before, n'omenala Igbo, enwe ndị ọ na-afịa arụ ịmụ nwa. There are people who find it difficult with conceiving, and that is where fertility comes in. And now, like I said, our people had this deep or spiritual connection with the cosmology. What were people doing then? They were able to consult and realize that this could be solved in so ways. And to make it open, one person could not install Akwali Omumu. Akwali Omumu, as a deity, will always belong to kingsmen or kindred or Monna, and it can be installed through consensus. Now, when people saw that this was actually the problem, they sought for means to curb this. What did they do? The goddess of fertility came in. People were able to install Akwali Omumu. And to prove that it actually helped our ancestors, in the Igbo tradition before civilization, when a child is birthed, in a family that has Akwali Omumu, because it is not in every family you see Akwali, a deity of fertility. When that child is about to be named, the child will be brought before the deity, Akwali Omumu. The child will, the kingsmen there, or anybody representing the family be there, pour libations, and then mention the name of the child. They will come with other gift items. That so child has joined this family. For everything you are doing for the family, do it for this child. Protect the child wherever they go. Be with them. This is one of your subjects. Now, the same way it is, if it were to be a male son, after circumcision, that is when the child will be brought before the Akwali Omumu. For what? Naming ceremony. After naming the child officially becomes a member of the family for people that have Akwali Omumu. The same way it is during adoption. You know, there are things people do these days that we are not actually part of Igbo tradition. When you adopt a child, whether you know his or her origin, whether you know or you don't know, the child must be brought before the Akwali Omumu with other gift items. Now, what do they do there? They pour libation, like I said, and then the origin of that child will be pronounced that it is not known. But as from today, so person has become a member of this family. Whatever thing you are doing for this person, do it for this child. Protect them. They will always come back to do what? To give thanks. That is simply Akwali Omumu in the Igbo cosmology, in the Igbo tradition. Now, just like every other deities, there are people whose duty it is to take after the to look after the Akwali Omumu, depending on the kingsmen. Okay, just like we have other deities like Ago, Omun, and so on and so forth. Akwali Omumu. Sometimes it is the elders for the places that I've seen Akwali Omumu. Now, there are other ways, or you say there are other things that actually led to this Akwali Omumu. People fought a lot of communal wars, and so many people lost their lives. Now, in that process, there was a paradigm shift or a decline in number of Umuoke back then in the Igbo tradition. Now, what did they sought after? A way to try to balance, because back in the days it was only male children who were recruited to go to war. Now, people installed this Akwali Omumu with the promise of, if you're able to give us a male child, from so farming season to this, we will give you this. It worked for our ancestors. Remember, what we are discussing today, it may be alien to your own tradition. When we talk about Igbo tradition, Omenala or the Bende is peculiar to your own. And Omenala, it works for so many people. That is simply Akwali Omumu. And it works for so many people. During a New Yam festival, people go to Akwali Omumu to make promises. If you do this for my family, if you do that for my family, we'll come back and pour libations for you, this and that. Unlike so many other places today, where you get to their family obi, or where they installed the deities, you happen to see Ofo Akwali, but it is no longer there. What actually happened? Now, when we talk about civilization and the arrival of the white men, these were some of the things our people are suffering from today. Akwali Omumu or any other deity that comes into a family is coming with a covenant. Like the Akwali Omumu, there's a family you see that they die before maturity. Now, there are people that there's always the death of a male child. There are people that before they could get to the age of 20 or 25, onweburuha. You see, now this is where Akwali Omumu comes into play. people from different communities or women or kindred, they saw a way to solve this. Akwali Omumu came into exist. It worked for people. Now, during this New Year festival or maybe any other peculiar festival for that community or that village or the kindred, they tend to pour libations and tell the Akwali Omumu, this is what we want, do this for us, and it was going on and going, it was very smooth. Now, as time goes on, like I said, civilization came in. People abandoned so many things without realizing that there is always a covenant behind every deity in a family. And people forget also that when you born a deity, you do not born the covenant there. It will always come back. The agreement they had with your forefathers, your ancestors, you were not there. You don't know what the agreement was. And that is why we begin to see some of the things that are happening to so many people today or in some families. It's as a result of what they destroyed, which they don't have knowledge about it. It's coming back to haunt them. One of them is actually Akwali Omumu. And people may not know. They will tell you, Amosu this, Omunna this, your stepmother, your uncle this. But sometimes there are these deities somewhere operating. So it is important that you understand that if you have any deity you met and somehow it was treated badly, find a means to go and appease them. If you don't want to keep associating with them, there's always a means to do what? To take them back to wherever they came from. You don't just burn deities. Just like we are talking about in Akwali Omumu. Now, when you burn deities like Akwali Omumu, actually, people think that Akwali Omumu is only associated with fertility. Progress is also, productivity is also there. Now, imagine a family where Akwali Omumu brought about productivity and on the long run, you destroyed it. It is affecting everybody who is coming from that lineage until you go and appease that deity which you have destroyed. Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ, ka anyị ghara isi na mgbata ụtaba banye ahịa. I am Maazi Chinwatakweaku, onye nkuzi ọdịnala nakwa asụsụ Igbo. Thank you for joining us on today's interactive section. Like I always say, everything we've discussed here today, it may be alien to you or your own custom, but like I say, or the bend is peculiar to a particular group of people. Omenala Igbo, Igbo niile ọnụ. Let us argue constructively in the comment section. Until I come your way next time, udo chia, onye ọbụla nọdụ ọfụma, daalụ na ụmụnne m.